Welcome to Kane FM 103.7. This is Paula, and I'm sat here with Broken Hands, and they're about to play in Canterbury at UCA tonight. It is sold out, and we're really looking forward to it. So, guys, how are you doing?
Yeah, very well, very well. Looking forward to. I was just saying to Paula a minute ago, we only live 5 minutes down the road, so this is as close to a home gig as possible for us.
Wicked. Okay, so first of all, our show is called Way Out Radio, and it's all about kind of escaping the mundane. Way out is kind of like connotations of space exploration and stuff like that. So we thought that it was kind of really in kindred with what you guys are doing, because we've noticed the running theme of space throughout your career, really. So
yeah,
tell us a bit about Turbulence, the new album.
So Turbulence is, for a dirty word, a concept record, which is about flight, sort of the idea of taking off, literally, like as people go around travelling, there's a lot of people that of our age do, and also the inner flight that happens if you're having a hard night or whatever. And I guess the ultimate form of like propelled travel has got to be space, isn't it? So we kind of, some of the songs gravitated towards that, and I guess that's why it was easy to do some more imagery and like artwork that way, because there's kind of a lot. It's good influence. It helps colour the music nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like as you just said, Turbulence is a concept album, and people too often dismiss the idea of a concept album as something that's difficult to relate to. But as you just said, like it's actually quite grounded in
yeah. Well, like
your audience's.
Well, just like all of our when we come to write it, or when we come up with the idea, it was like everyone we knew was either, like I said, literally going around travelling, sort of like figuring stuff out, or they were kind of getting a bit over the top at home, which is kind of a sort of sense of travel in its own way, isn't it? Mm. But like if this record could be perceived, or if someone could get on a long haul flight and put our record on, that would be the ideal sort of sitting, listening moment. Right. I think maybe just because it's kind of like. That's how I kind of always pictured it. If someone was just like trying to kill a few hours on a plane, this would be
wicked.
A good place.
Travelling somewhere.
Yeah.
Thinking about what your life means. Yeah.
We gave
just don't book EasyJet.
Yeah, just we wouldn't literally. Yeah, if you're flying to like Scotland, you wouldn't finish the album. You might have to get the return ticket. But we gave it to when we demoed it, we gave it to our friend Chris, who did our videos. We demoed it all ourselves before we recorded it properly.
Okay, cool.
And he went away for like 3 months and took it away with him, and he just came back and was like, yeah, that really worked. I was like, oh, that's good to know. So he was a good guinea pig.
Sweet. Sort of so it said that it's supposed to be out on 9th of October, but is that definitely happening, or is that being pushed back?
Well, it came out here in November, obviously, and then in the States that is meant to be the idea, the 9th of October. Okay. So fingers crossed it will. We're just like having some behind the scenes changes, which sounds corny, but basically we're changing labels, so.
Oh, from So Records, is it? Okay.
But they'll still be our label here. They'll always be, and they'll be our publisher and our like homestead. But in the States, we're going to have someone different. So.
Okay, so how did you guys meet with that record label? How did you end up signed to them?
We actually had to go to Texas.
Seriously? What, South by Southwest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the one. Apparently, trying to meet a label
in this country is really hard.
This country is really hard, but if you spend a little wad of money and go somewhere else, suddenly you're a commodity. So
yeah, so you have to go around the planet to find all the people that work in this country. It's really kind of a bit stupid, really, isn't it?
See, I was expecting you to say, Reading and Leeds, like we got signed there, but no.
We did get signed there.
Oh, you did?
But they saw us at the first time they saw us, it was in Austin, which was like 3 months before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So by the time we did Reading and Leeds, they were like, yeah, let's do this. We're like, oh, great, this makes it a nice,
it was
a
good.
nice day.
More planes involved in the.
Yeah, ironically, planes involved just to get there, to get it all through the gate. Yeah.
So, let me think. What was it like playing Reading and Leeds?
Reading and Leeds was cool. Well, we were really lucky because obviously it being over 2 different places, the same bill travels. It's the same bill on Reading as it is on Leeds a different day. And the day we did it was Queen's was headlining. Well, they should have shared one with Paramore, which is a bit weird. So Paramore did one night and Queen's did the other. And so it was wicked seeing Queen's 2 days in a row. That was pretty sound. Like, you don't get to do that very often, so that was cool. That was a highlight.
There was. Wicked. There were some friends working at Leeds as well, so it was nice to see them. And there were some friends playing Reading on the same day, so we could go and... It was just 2 days of hanging out, really, and then Queen's got top the whole thing. Yeah.
Wicked. So were you picked up by BBC Introducing, and is that how you got into Reading?
Yeah, like to be honest, like Abby, who does the Kent Introducing show.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, she's wicked. She's doing really well at the moment as well. So
It's
long
so
live.
weird because I hear her on like Six Music now, and I get up in the morning, she's hanging out on there with Sean Keenly, and I'm just like,
Which
mate.
she used to do. I think she still does a bit. When she started at BBC, her first like intern it was on the Ken Bruce show.
Really?
And then apparently she was saying about how Ken Bruce is like really particular, like one of the like one of the three bears with his porridge. It like has to be just like. and Steve Wright won't have like something. She knows all this like little funny things on all the radio
weird.
DJs, which is quite funny. But yeah, she sorted us out that basically. So she started. That was like our start with introducing.
Yeah.
I guess.
And now she's doing the Good Karma Club.
Yeah, Good Karma Club. Yeah, she's got to go to that yet. I haven't been to that yet. But
Yeah, I think Get Inuit played that recently. I was
yeah.
plugging it on my show, but I didn't get to go. So the Silver Landing programme, one of your tours, it was so unique, and I was just wondering, how did that change things for the band?
Well, because when we sounded different to what we do now, I think, before we did this all the stuff for this album.
Yeah.
So when we decided we're going to get rid of it, just lose all the old stuff, we thought, well, we're putting a line in the sand, so let's just try and do something a bit different for this material. Same as like the artwork and everything. Just thought, we'll just try and make a concept of all of it.
Yeah.
So we as you might know, silvered all the rooms, like all the way around 360.
How did you do that? Tinfoil?
It was like there were like marathon blankets, you know, like the stuff you get at the end of it. They're like 1 metre by 3 metres.
Okay.
And yeah, just ordered loads of those. Like I don't know, you know,
Yeah.
where I got them
It
from.
was good. The other thing was that before the album was out, you couldn't really tie people into the concept so hard when they didn't have this silver, this disc.
So yeah, you're right.
It was important for us to people to come to the show and immediately have some idea of the concept.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
before
trying to.
the album came out, so they didn't have to guess. They came in. The room was. It could be busy London outside. You come inside. It's just this little capsule.
Yeah.
And you have an idea of what it was about before any of the artwork was released.
It was easy, so we never had to sit down and sort of talk about because you can't do that with a room of people, really.
Yeah.
Maybe you could, but I don't know. But we didn't.
Everyone
but
sit down.
Yeah, everyone just sit down before we start. Just have a little
Explain
brief.
the concept.
Yeah, I'm just going to read the blurb. But like, yeah. So it was just like Tom says, a really easy way of like because at that time, all those shows, we actually stopped doing them once the album came out. So it was kind of like literally served its purpose for that long. So that's kind of why we did it.
Wicked. So like, how did the idea come about of like getting the blankets and stuff?
Well, we got the lighting rig, which we're using tonight, still using that, and
Okay.
Dave runs that from stage, and we kind of thought, and then I don't know if like Jay or someone said like mirrors or something.
Yeah.
It'd be like mad, like I think it's only because at the time we only had like 3 lights. Thought, how can we make more lights out of one? So like, I might put some mirrors up to like double it, but then we're like, if we just get like those silver. And that in Margate was the first time we did it, actually.
Yeah.
That was like the
I'm
first
so
show.
gutted I missed
That was
that.
Dave's first show as well.
That was Dave's first show.
Yeah.
I think I was up at NME magazine doing an internship, and I came back and all of my friends were like, "You missed the best fucking gig, man! Like it was so good." And I was like, "Really?" And they were trying to explain it to me. They were like, "The room was covered in tinfoil."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking
Well, actually,
about?"
on that one, half of it actually was tinfoil still.
Yep.
Because we hadn't figured out how to like cover it quicker.
Exactly,
we got a bit better as it went on.
But we moved to tinfoil because that shit was flammable.
Yeah, we had to stop using those sheets because
Oh
it was
my
really
God,
flammable.
really?
Yeah.
Really, really.
Well, we did
flammable.
like Electroworks, which was the biggest venue we did in that thing. So that was like a 200 or something at the time, and we were like, I had to like strap them to a parachute so we could just drape them up quicker because doing a whole room like that would take like a day.
Yeah, that took a long time.
But then we realised when someone at the label went, "Hey, do you know that are these like fire retardant? Is this safe?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine." Yeah, people use them in forest fires, don't they? And then I got in the garden. Actually, this is not very good to like. This happened now. No one can do anything. I got in the garden. I set a light to one of them, and it just went. I was like, oh. So we had to start like finding a new
yeah.
way. Yeah.
Lucky that you found out in time before.
Yeah, luckily nothing
You
happened
could
in
be
those ones.
Famous for a very different reason.
Exactly, yeah. And that was around that time
Murderous
that you know
bad.
that metal gig where like all the pyrotechnics like killed loads of people. We're like, oh no.
Fucking hell, that's
Yeah.
so dark.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Alright, so taking a different turn, how old were you guys when you discovered like your musical talent?
Well, we all like me and Jay grew up and Callum all grew up in the same town, and like Tom, we all just basically met at school.
Yeah.
And I think everyone had an interest in music separately before that. It's just like most other people's sort of things. And then when everyone else went away to do their like study and stuff, we just carried on playing together and just kind of decided then that was our thing, or would be our thing for as long as we could think it was. So
yeah, we all had to learn from each other as well, because no one was in the position to go and pay for tuition or anything. So
the main thing is that none of us were that good, but we're all not very good at the same level.
Yeah,
so we could all grow together. Yeah. So it was not like we didn't have like
then people come along and like, oh, you're playing like that. That's really original.
Yeah,
like,
we didn't have like a Clapton guitar or something, and then like the rest of us were all just sort of like bumbling about. It was just like we're all just bumbling about.
Good. As time goes on, as we get better, I think it leaves more space for us to evolve, because we've still got so much to learn.
And since then as well, for the last like 2 years, we've lived together as well, so that's tightened up again. So it's been like it's just mates hanging out on it, same old jams really.
So what was the point where you decided that you wanted to like become a band? Like, how old are you?
We played in like not this exact lineup, but most of us played in another band before this. And
what was that called?
We were called Onlookers at the time. Back in the day, there's a bit of privy information.
You said Onlookers then.
Yeah, Onlookers.
You're like, this is dirty. Onlookers.
No, we played in another band together. And we did like quite a lot of touring in that band when we were like 15, 16. So, and then we had that decision of like when everyone else goes away and tries to take their life to another way, we kind of went, I still don't want to do that. So we just had like a few years of just trying to get better, really. Just practicing a lot, and writing's a big thing. Yeah. Learning how to properly write is a big deal.
Yeah.
Or trying to learn how to properly write is a big thing. So, yeah, probably the core of us have been playing together since like 16. I think Cal's 14 when we started.
I think with most successful bands, like that's the key ingredient, is that you guys stick together and you've got the same goal. Because there's so many people out there that are talented and just never meet the right band, or they're in and out of bands and it just doesn't happen for them.
That was like, I think the main thing about like us all choosing to stay around here and still choosing to stay around here, because we could all go off in different directions, but it's harder to get like bulks of work done. I think if everyone's it's not impossible, don't get me wrong, there's people doing it with the internet now, they can do things all over the world, but
all over
at the time
sometimes just moving, but staying here's been good for us, whereas for Gang, moving to Brighton was good for them,
but they all moved together.
Yeah,
which is an ingredient. As long as you're together, it's all good. Do you know what I mean?
So you said you could have all gone off in different directions. Where do you think you would be without the band?
Oh, I don't know. To be honest with you, I think like Jamie was going to go like study like shore erosion or something.
Oh, something like that. Me and Dave have always just wanted to get out of the country.
Yeah.
That was the main game, really. It was like, okay, how can we travel around and see loads of stuff for nothing? And that was kind of like, if we stick together here, then then it will pay back.
And bare minimum, a beer each.
Yeah.
You know,
a beer at a time.
There's not much better travel than you're there for free and there's a minimum of a beer.
There will be a beer, yeah.
Minimum.
That's literally 16-year-old lads, 17-year-old lads. You're going to get a response out of that. If everyone's going, that'd be all right. Yeah, let's travel 500 miles for a beer. That'd do. You know what I mean?
So, like, how has your sound changed from like the first sort of stuff you wrote to the latest stuff?
It's quite. I mean, I suppose the first album's quite kind of its concept. The vibe's not. It's not like a heavy vibe, but it can be quite in depth when it wants to be. Whereas with the new stuff, the song gets what it needs. So if the song happens to be a pop song, then it's going to get all the pop
trimmings it wants. The one of the difference is Dave's just sat down with us, and we didn't have Dave then. So that by proxy, not even necessarily sound wise, but it changed our dynamic as a group of mates and stuff. So that sort of changed it. I think we kind of, like I was saying earlier, we kind of just, there's a point I think most bands get to where like, man, studio's time is like really expensive, but what if we just took the money from like 2 sessions and bought our own stuff?
Yeah.
And then like do that, and that was like a big difference, because although we're not particularly great at recording, when you get more of a chance to kind of reference yourself, then I think you'll be able to maybe, there's a lot for ages, like for years, you just go around like, why don't I sound like I think I want to sound? Do you know what I mean? So like, and then that helps like get over that problem. So that's probably a big factor.
Okay, so you said you're signed to So Records, but you're going to move on to a new label. So what's the new label like?
It's a major label. I wouldn't like to say anymore.
Okay, so it's in America.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is all good.
So the new album, what's your favourite track?
The new on this album, Turbulence. I would just say Turbulence, just because it kind of like sums a lot of stuff up. I enjoy doing it, and we've got loads of strobes and we play it live. So yeah, strobes.
How did you get the video together for that?
For which one?
Turbulence.
We haven't done a video for it yet.
Oh,
But
what's the one
Who Sent
before?
You is like got all stroby bits in it.
Oh no, Death Grip.
Death Grip. Oh, the
That was Chris. That was Chris Wade.
Yeah,
oh,
we
was it? I love him. He's wicked.
Yeah, we came up with an idea. I don't. We just chatting around, like just literally sitting in the front room, having a beer, and kind of going like, okay, we've got to do a video. So what should we do? And then our friend Bo's in it, who's the dead pilot.
Yeah.
He's a tree surgeon, so we thought, well, Bo's a tree surgeon, so we should use trees. So what can we do? What can we have hang? How can we hang? How let's go to the woods and we'll go from there. And it's kind of like, and it's like, maybe you should be dead, Bo. Okay, you're dead and you're hanging. Like,
because he didn't want to be a major part of it.
no, he did, yeah,
he wants to be a part of it in some way.
And yeah, we just went from there. And Caspar, who's the other guy in it, is our tech.
Yeah.
He, his dad used to be a pilot. So he had all this pilot stuff, his own props,
Wicked.
sorted, all in the theme of the album, and then it all sort of came together like that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
just it was good, but like we wrote the entire thing about flight and planes, and
Yeah.
it seemed like at the time there was just like some aeronautical catastrophe.
Oh yeah, like basically the day we, this is we're all so dark like earlier, but the day we
Okay.
put that video out was, what was the, you know there's been a long stream of planes crashing and going
They
missing.
lost the plane.
The Malaysian one went
Yeah.
missing.
That one
I was like, oh, it's just really, and like the press people said to us, look, maybe we should wait a couple of weeks and like not put it out because it might be a bit touchy. I was like, come on, no, we're not that big a deal. Like no one's gonna know about us like that much. You know what I mean? Like Jesus, like. So yeah, but that was made it a bit awkward, but yeah, it's done now. So.
Cool. So you guys are signed to a major. Like what's on the horizon for the rest of the year? What are you guys up to?
So they will release Turbulence in the States, and then we will then start working. Well, we've written the majority of the next one already. We'll start working on that. We'll be out there with them and just trying to figure out with a new set of people how to sort of get our music into the onto the planet.
I think, in short, a lot of hard work in a different country that we're all looking forward to.
It's just like it's weird going there because it's like from scratch. We still haven't really done anything there, so it's kind of like a beginning.
Starting to open a huge place.
Yeah, so it's kind of, it is a bit not daunting. It is exciting.
It's wicked.
Yeah.
It's such a good
Exciting.
country as well.
But
Have
I
you
think
guys been to like New York before?
yeah, been a couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times.
That's where we got this label from.
Oh right. Okay.
But once again, going to somewhere else to, mind you, that was at least they're from that country.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the main thing is like having a label like that is, I think we're gonna need it to try and even make a small little mark on that country. It's just massive. So
Yeah, you just need the distribution and the.
yeah, just like extra people. Really, just need a bit more manpower. So
Yeah.
and they seem to have that.
An office of human beings.
It's
that all-
unfair because we're just losing all our good bands to America now. Like Slaves, like they haven't played here for fucking ages
Yeah.
now.
But then
But
you get bands like Band of Skulls,
Yeah.
and they struggled
Yeah,
here for
they're friends of
so
ours.
long. They struggled. Went to the States, smashed the living
Daylights out of it,
daylights out of
Yeah.
it,
and then came back.
and then all the interest that they had there, they're on
like
Vampire soundtrack, Twilight. They got that over there, and then
They
when,
did
but
all
when
like
they came
the
back,
late
they had
shows.
so much push from that.
Letterman and everything. didn't they?
Yeah, late show Letterman.
Crazy.
When they
isn't it?
came back, suddenly we, as a country,
We're
were
happy to
interested
listen to it.
Yeah.
because they were really smashing it there. So
But what you say about Slaves though is quite, I think, particularly interesting because basically, you know how I said we haven't played here for, well, although we worked out we have played here, Dave. We played in Ramsgate, so it hasn't been that long. You know, we thought it'd been, yeah. So we forgot about that.
Didn't feel like Ramsgate. It felt like Brixton Academy. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, a bit weird. Isn't it? Brixton Academy with carpet, Carpet Academy. But no, yeah. So, but like we had to, majority of the time for the last few years, have had to sort of, because luckily now in Thanet, where you're based, there's a lot more venues poking up and
I'm
a lot
in
more.
Guildford, but my band's in.
Oh, okay, we're the band you play for, so I didn't know that.
Well, I
There's a
just
little-
moved away for a little while.
so there's a
fair
little
play.
church in Guildford.
But when like
Not
there
a little
wasn't.
church, quite a big
Oh,
church.
you know the Omen Church.
It's
where
just
they
it's
filmed
like,
the horror movie.
I don't know. It's
it's
just
so
you
scary.
come up the high street, you've got that weird statue thing, and it's just off the side
Yeah,
from there.
yeah, that's
Like,
it.
loads
That's
of
where I
good-
park when I do my radio show because it's in the uni. And like when we're driving up there, like me and my DJ, I'm like, just gonna drop you off at the Hitler Youth. It like literally looks so fucking dark. This
Wow,
building.
I've seen some good.
I don't watch scary
folk shows
films. Can't watch it, so I don't even know what you're on about. It's a bit weird.
If you saw
get
it, you'd
stressed
probably
out.
still recognise it. It's just like an evil
Famous
church.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do with evil churches. I like
Yeah.
churches.
I think I saw that. Oh no, it was Anais Mitchell and that
Oh,
Jefferson Hamer.
Is that what that was?
That's where that was.
Are you
yeah.
guys playing the Boiler Room anytime?
We played it
have
once.
played.
I think we might do on the next tour
Numerous
because the next
times.
one we're not going to be playing London till next year.
Really?
And yeah, just deliberately, just try and book a bigger, see if we can do something a bit bigger there next year.
Yeah.
But we like to do all the places we haven't done, so Guildford and like Reading and
haven't
that area.
done
And,
Brighton,
like
man.
we haven't done like Sheffield and Norwich and
Green
stuff.
Door in Brighton's wicked. Like I really want.
Yeah,
What
go
about,
back to Brighton
You
again.
know Man Made?
I've heard
You
of
know
it.
Johnny Marr's son's band.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was talking to, his name's Niall Marr.
Right,
I was
okay.
talking to him about hooking up a gig in Reading because I live in Reading, but I do my radio show in
Yeah,
Guildford.
yeah.
So I was thinking like if we sort something out for them, like
Yeah.
maybe we could both play.
Yeah, well, let us know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we need to get round to those places.
It would be
again,
great because you
basically.
guys could come on the radio show as well.
There you go.
Bring
There
your
we are.
favourite songs.
Yeah, well, let's keep us busy during the day, won't it? Generally speaking.
Right.
I can't, yeah, don't worry. I can't what I was going to say about the other things. Not really
Oh, go on.
that. No, it's really not that important.
All right. Well, thanks for meeting with me today, and
No
good
worries,
luck
yeah.
tonight, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Cheers, thank
Thanks
you.
for coming down.
Sweet.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That was a good matter, wasn't it?